when I say that Nicolas Jackson is better than every Manchester United attacker, some people came for me. Some people said I was just blabbing, and some people even went as far as comparing Hojland, a whole Hojland, if I must use that very term, to compare with Nicolas Jackson. Can you imagine? What an insult! Comparing Hojland, a total flop, to Nicolas Jackson. Okay, now Manchester United has tabled 80 million euros for Benjamin Sesko. And right now that deal is being negotiated. And someone is asking a very, very critical question. And he said, where did Manchester United get this money, to be able to bid 80 million euros for Benjamin Sesko? That he thought that Manchester United was broke. And somebody who is a Manchester United fan responded to us. Look at what is written on the screen. That the money was gotten from Hojland goal bonuses. What does that tell you? Hojland was signed to score goals for Manchester United, and he hasn't been able to do that. And as a striker, if you're signing a contract, you need to sign goal bonuses, so that how many goals you score in a season and everything, then it will be calculated and it will be paid to you in bonuses. But in this very case, Hojland is a flop at Manchester United and hasn't really scored much goal. Is he not this same striker that finishes 5 goals a season, and you are using him to compare Nicolas Jackson? Look at what is playing out now. Manchester United are dragging Sesko with Newcastle United, and from the look of things, I think Manchester United has a slight advantage being a bigger club, irrespective of the fact that Newcastle finished better than them last season. Then when it came to offer that was made, Newcastle made more offer, but Benjamin Sesko is seriously considering joining Manchester United ahead of Newcastle United. There was something I said here previously. There was a video I made here where I stated that Jackson's deal depends on this very Sesko's deal. Because what is going to play out is, if Manchester United, expectedly, if Manchester United ends up signing Sesko, it means that Newcastle must sell Alexander Isak to Liverpool, and they will be left with no striker. And when that happens, they will come for Chelsea using the money they managed to get from Liverpool to sign Nicolas Jackson. So this is how Chelsea are going to get £70 million or even above for Nicolas Jackson. I've said this before. So, when people talk about Nicolas Jackson being the way they criticize Nicolas Jackson and everything, there are so many players that Nicolas Jackson. Look at Liverpool paid 85 million euros for Ekitike. Is it 85 or 95 million euros that they paid for Ekitike? Nicolas Jackson is better than Ekitike. There is no doubt whatsoever. But they paid 85 million, and they are expecting Chelsea to get between 40 to 45 or 50 million for Nicolas Jackson. In this current market, Nicolas Jackson's value should not be anything less than 100 million pounds in this current market, because this guy is technically gifted. He is a complete player. I think the only thing lacking is just his finishing, and this guy can become an asset to any team. So all these ones comparing him to Hojland and all these nonsense strikers that you have in your teams, you should be careful, because Nicolas Jackson, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as Chelsea is concerned, and as far as his performance is concerned, Nicolas Jackson is way above all these strikers that I have just mentioned right now. So let's keep watching and see what happens at the end of the day with regards to Benjamin Sesko's transfer to Manchester United or to Newcastle United. But I know for sure that Sesko is definitely going to Manchester United.